Welcome to Bible Q&A with John MacArthur. In Matthew 28, in the Great Commission Jesus gave to the church, he says, "Go and make disciples of all the nations." Now, John, some people see the Great Commission as a mandate for social work, and others take it as a call to political action. How should we make disciples of the nations?
Anybody who thinks that the Great Commission in Matthew 28, 19 and 20 is a mandate for social work is not reading the text. There is no mandate for social work in the Great Commission. It says essentially to go and make disciples of all nations, and then it tells you how to do that. You do that by baptizing them in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. And baptism is the response, the public confession of someone who has embraced the gospel. You take the gospel, then there's a public confession. Baptism is an affirmation of that confession and the symbol of identification with Christ in his death, burial, and resurrection. And then it says in that commission, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you. That means that following salvation is instruction for edification. This is all gospel ministry. And the promise follows that, "Lo, I'm with you always." If you want to do the Lord's work in the Lord's way and have the Lord involved in your work, then it is all gospel work. Doesn't mean you ignore poor people, but the Great Commission has nothing to do with feeding people, nothing to do with social work. It has everything to do with soul work. The proclamation of the gospel, leading people to salvation, and showing them the path of sanctification with the confidence that God is at work in that enterprise.
This is Bible Q&A with John MacArthur. For more information about John's New Testament commentaries, go